Love the energy. I love the fight.
This is Trailblazer Football and the Paul Peterson Coaches Show.
Love what we're doing.
And hi there, everybody, and welcome to the Paul Peterson Coaches Show. Where are you, Coach? Where are you, Coach?
I'm over here.
Okay, all right. Let's see. Hello.
Welcome, everybody.
Okay, we're off kilt a little bit. Anyway, welcome. Utah
Appreciate
Tech, home opener on Saturday, losing to Montana. And now you get ready to take on Northern Arizona in Flagstaff Saturday afternoon. 2 o'clock is the kickoff time. So let's go back to the home opener. Great crowd that you had there. You had to be
Yeah.
impressed. What a student section we had.
They're awesome. I hope they keep coming.
Yeah.
We didn't perform very well the first half, but appreciate all the people staying. Cheerleaders were great. We always thank them and the band, and it was a great atmosphere. I'm glad people came. It was fun.
So you fell behind early. Again, just like the week one, you fell behind early and tried to play catch up. What is it about the opening minutes that you guys got to get things taken care of?
I don't know. Still trying to figure that out a little bit. We talked as a team before the game. It's a good football team. They know how to win. We have got to start fast, and it's probably the worst start of any football game I've been a part of as far as right off the bat, play 3, we get interception on third down, get short field. A couple plays later, they score. We come back down 3 plays and out, punt, they score. So we're down 14-0 right away against a really good team. We turned the ball over quite a few times in the game as well, gave up the punt return. I mean, just a lot of things went wrong, right? Even before half. I challenged him at halftime a little bit to come out with a little bit more fire and fight, and I just want to see him fight and compete. And we had a better second half. You say we won the half, whatever that means. But we were so far down from the first half. But our guys, I was proud of them. It's something that we could build off of, and we have to get better.
Yeah. Again, at quarterback position, you played 2 QBs. You started Boone Abbott, struggled, and then you brought in Kobe Tracy as well. Just talk about that situation and what needs to happen there for you guys to be successful.
Yeah, we address this as a staff and talk about each position. After the game, coaches go around the circle and give the grades of everybody, and we're not playing consistent enough at that position, and there's still a lot of things we got to fix at everything. We showed a couple clips to the team in the game where Kobe's got a lot of time there in the second half, and he's finding the reads and making good throws and really good throws. We need that all the time. So it's not just some of the things he's doing, throwing off his back foot with a little bit of pressure that he had, and we just got to get him to step up and make some throws. We got to be consistent at that position in order for us to win. When we were playing our best ball last year, the quarterback was performing at a high level, and we need that same performance.
But let's some of the good things that happened. Javian Lofton, the transfer out of Liberty, 5 receptions, 108 yards, and a touchdown. He was utilized really well Saturday night.
Yeah, I think we've got some really good weapons at the receiver position. With Javion, and we want to find ways to hit our weapons. And Javion's a transfer, big, tall outside receiver, and with Bo having a good game the first game, and Ricky having a stellar season last year, and being consistent both the 2 games. You can't just kind of tee off on one of our guys. We're gonna find ways to get the ball to our best playmakers. And Javion, had a really big play later on and ended up getting it punched out. Kind of a crazy thing. He had 2 hands on the ball. We always preach that 2 hands on contact.
Yeah.
And that DB did a good job punching that ball out. But he's a great weapon for us. We got to keep using him.
And then Keith Davis missed all of last year with a knee injury. He finally got on the field and picked up a couple of receptions, including the catch of the night where he had to dive for it in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, I'm proud of Keith. Really tough situation for him. He's not quite back where he was in fall camp last year. Look at him extend there. He tore his knee in a freak deal last fall camp, and competing at a high level, was running really fast. He's a phenomenal kid. So to fight all the way back and still not to be there, but just wants more opportunities and doing stuff like that, he's earned a chance to get on the field a little bit more. So proud of him.
Running game, you had over 100 yards rushing, which more than doubled what you had the week before. Got to be pleased with that. Never got to be able to break the big one, but you're better at that on Saturday night.
Sure. I mean, when you get in a situation where you're down a little bit, you kind of you focus a little bit more on the pass. You're trying to score quickly.
Yeah.
And so these last couple games, I don't think we've shown what we can do in the run game. Really proud of our running backs. They're doing a great job in protection, and when they get the chance to hit that hole, they're hitting the right hole. They're doing a good job.
Defensively, you got after the quarterback, and he was a very athletic quarterback and mobile, and he caused some problems. But you got your first couple of sacks of the year against him.
Yeah. We put some pressure on him. It was a good sack we're watching here by Max and Marley. That's what you want. You get those big guys collapse in the pocket, and there's nowhere for him to step up, and that's awesome. This Dondi coming up out of his linebacker position when the quarterback's scrambling, making another sack here, and I think Jaden's the next one coming off the edge. We have a corner blitz. Yeah. We're not going to see that clip. That was a really good clip.
Yeah, that was. Yeah.
Gosh, guys. I'm teasing. Really good sack. We put pressure on the quarterback. There was one play early and we didn't get a sack. He ended up throwing it away. We tipped it up almost. It was a 3rd and 4. Big stop early in the first half. We didn't capitalize offensively, obviously, but we're getting better and we're focusing on those little details. Still not consistent on our positions, but we're getting there.
And then Cyrus Webster, the preseason Defensive Player of the Year in the United Athletic Conference, 12 tackles. He was a monster, just like you expect him to be.
He's got really sexy hair. It flows out of his helmet. I'm proud of him, man. It was hard that first half. I pulled him and Will aside right before the half, just to talk to him a little bit about what I was going to talk about in the locker room. And dude, he's a fiery competitor, both those two. And the way he just is so relentless to the ball, our guys are following his lead and challenge him to be a little bit more vocal in the way he's doing things, and I think he's doing it. And guys will follow him because he's got a bunch of credibility. We're glad he's here.
So you can see in places where things are taking shape. It just hasn't all come together as an entire team yet. Is that what you're looking for this Saturday?
Gosh, I was just thinking about this just a little bit ago. It's frustrating because, you feel like, okay, we're making the next step. We ripped off those 4 games that were really good to finish the season. And you're like, okay, now we're building off those 4 games. But it's almost like we're making the same mistakes again against 2 really good opponents. So I thought we'd taken a step. We're not quite there yet. We're having to go back a little bit, but we're still continuing to build and grow. And we have to make sure we keep taking the next step to be ready, playoff eligible ready, and also to win a conference championship. That's our goal. We're still attacking that.
How your guys been at practice? Are their minds right there?
Good. Yeah, they fight. I mean, they work. They're putting their head down. That's all we know how to do. And when it gets hard, we just keep working. You can't complain in this game. There's no room for crybabies in football or powders. You got to be mentally tough and physically strong, and our guys are fighting through it.
All right, we're going to take a break. When we come back, we will have a couple of players come and join us. Ronnie Walker Jr., the running back, and Max Christensen, the defensive lineman, get their thoughts, and we'll also go on a hike, your traditional hike that you have to wrap up fall camp. That's when the Paul Peterson Coaches Show comes back.
It's any card for the win right now at Mountain America Credit Union, which means it's time to score some cash. Simply tap, swipe, or click checkout with any Mountain America debit or credit card to be entered into a weekly giveaway for up to $500, now until September 30th. Visit macu.com/anycard to learn how to earn extra entries or to open a new account today.
Discover the challenge your soul has been seeking, where the lure of triumph rings through time and space, where limits are transformed, champions are crowned, and legends are made. The land of endurance is calling. Rise to it.
At Finley Hyundai, we're dedicated to serving our community with the highest quality sales, service, and financing assistance for all of your Hyundai needs. We understand that the car buying process can be stressful, which is why we strive to make it as hassle-free as possible for every customer. Whether you're seeking upfront price transparency or looking to upgrade to a new Hyundai with warranty coverage, our team is here to help. Come visit us today and discover why Finley Hyundai is the best choice for your automotive needs.
With 12,000 trailblazers enrolled every year, Utah Tech University is a force to be reckoned with. That's a lot of people looking for a place to live. SouthernUtahRealEstate.com has got you covered, featuring thousands of listings for both buyers and renters. It is the most complete, most accurate, and most comprehensive property search in Washington County. With SouthernUtahRealestate.com, everybody wins. Find your home at SouthernUtahRealestate.com.
Rockwell Watches presents the Monster Truck Militia Tour at Butterfield Park in Harriman for 2 monster-sized shows. September 16th, 1 p.m. and 7 p.m. Metal ripping, high-flying, monster truck madness. Come see your favorite monster trucks live, like Jurassic Attack, up close and personal. Get tickets online at monstertruckmilitia.com or at any Jiffy Lube location. Seats start at just $15. Fun for the whole family. Come early for the pit party. Get autographs and ride in a real live monster truck. Visit monstertruckmilitia.com.
Nets on Fire is the place to hoop in Southern Utah. Elevate your game with group or individual training with elite coaching. Hustle to netsonfire.org to learn more and see why so many rising stars hoop at Nets. Nets on Fire, building champions on and off the court. Everyone loves local sports and, of course, loves ice cream. And the best ice cream on the planet is Handel's Homemade Ice Cream. Open late every day of the week with dozens of delicious flavors. So after your favorite team wins, head over to Handel's to celebrate with locations in St. George, Layton, and Woods Cross.
And welcome back to the Paul Peterson Coaches Show. I'm Rod, Coach Paul, and there is Ronnie Walker Jr., the senior running back, senior defensive lineman Max Christensen III. Or Maximus, right?
Yes, sir.
So we're getting ready for Northern Arizona on Saturday. We're going to talk to these guys about it. So after the first 2 games, they're top 15 competition in the FCS. They're where Utah Tech wants to be. Max, you've been around this program for a while now. Can you sense that, okay, you know what, even though the score didn't say it, that we're getting there. We got a chance to get there.
Yeah, no, we do have a chance to get there, and especially because of this man's leadership right here, right? I mean, we have right. We have a great head coach. We have a great plan in place, and yeah, those are games where afterwards we got to look in the mirror and be like, hey, this is where we want to be, right? These are the teams we want to be: perennial playoff teams, perennial national championship contenders, different things like that. And the scores were indicative of the different ways that we were able to play, right? A lot of people, outside of our program are hitting the panic button. They think we need to blow everything up and start from new. No, we just need to tweak some things, tighten it up, right, and be able to start fast against really good teams because we made a few mistakes which against great teams, they're going to take advantage of immediately, and that's really what happened. So we got to be able to tighten up, fix those different issues. We're not blowing anything up. We're not panicking yet, right? It's just about being able to get a little bit better each and every day.
Ronnie, you better get a word in right now because you may not get it in for the rest of the show. All right, your transfer from Virginia. Talk about the atmosphere. I mean, the great student section that showed up for you guys on Saturday.
Yeah, that was awesome. I want to say thank you to the Trailblazers that came out. It really means a lot to us, and it really affects the atmosphere as well for the other team. So,
talk about your performance. 11 carries, 55 yards, 5.0 yards per carry. That's a pretty good clip, Coach. You like that number, don't you?
We love it.
Yeah.
We got to feed him a little bit more.
Yeah, just talk about that as a running back coming to a passing offense, spread and shred. You knew it was spread and shred, right, when you decided to come here?
Yes, sir. So, I knew what I was coming to, just, whenever I get the ball, I just have to know that, this is a pass and shoot offense. So when I get the ball, I just got to, do everything that I can so I could get another one.
You did a nice tippy-toe dance through some Montana Grizzlies right there.
Yeah.
And then
Shout out to Ty. I was really, doing that block.
One thing about Ronnie that you'll see is he does a really good job. I'm going to brag on you. Is that cool? I cut you off.
Yes, sir.
He does a really good job of falling forward. And again, we played in these games. It is the spread and shred, but a big part of it is we had a 1,000-yard rusher, and we need to come up with those 1,000 yards, and that's why we brought him in here. There's a lot of open space, and for him to be able to see it, and you can see he's a big joker, man. He's got big lowers on him, and he's going to lower the boom on you.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yes, sir.
Yeah. And Ronnie, I asked you this in fall camp. Does it feel like home yet?
Yeah, I told you. Yeah, I told you that. Yeah, this feels like home. It's a different environment. Very open. Who won't love this environment, especially with the teammates that I have. And I remember after I lost against Montana State, and I told my mom I wouldn't trade these boys for anybody. I really meant that to the bottom of my heart. So
That's awesome. And Max, defensively, you got your first sacks, a couple sacks on Saturday night. Just talk about the way the defense is. You didn't get any against Montana State against another mobile quarterback, so this guy was probably the most mobile quarterback you're going to see.
Yeah, and Montana State, Tommy him a lot, touchdown Tommy, right? They call him that for a reason. He's very mobile, does all the right things.
Look, is that good technique, Coach? Huh?
Yeah, he's an ankle grabber. Look at him.
Hey, I mean, I'm not fast. I'm just quick, so I got to grab ankles.
Oh, is that how it is? Yeah.
Ankles and shoelaces.
Okay.
Okay. Put me in a 5-yard box. I'm fine. Outside of that,
Okay. All right. I got you.
I'm grabbing ankles and shoelaces.
So you're not in it for endurance, right?
No. Yeah. Absolutely not. I'm just there to push the pocket. Do what I can to get guys like preseason defensive player of the year Cyrus Webster involved and just help my guys out on the field as best I can.
Yeah.
I'm gonna pump him up a little bit too.
All right.
There's a clip that y'all didn't show that we showed to the team. Him and Cyrus were the players of the game, but he had phenomenal effort. He hit his gap, and they ran a little quarterback counter sweep, and he shocked and shed his guy that we've been trying to work on as a team, and chased it all the way down to the sideline and made a really big play for us. So I mean, he's plays with a bunch of effort, great leader, and he's got a voice for radio.
I got a face for radio too.
No. You speaking of that, you want to go into broadcasting. You want a career. You've done some radio work.
Yeah.
You have your own podcast, right? And,
yes.
With the school radio here and everything, right? What's it called?
It's called Take a Seat, hosted by yours truly.
Take a Seat.
Yep, Max Christensen III. We've had Coach Peterson on once. We got to get him back on again. But yeah, just talking sports. Everything from pickleball to NFL, right, and everything in between.
When is it?
It's every Wednesday, 6 to 8 p.m. on 91.3 The Blaze.
That's the school
It's
radio
good.
station.
He does a good job.
Yes,
Yeah,
sir.
it's fun.
Yeah, he does. Now, if you look at his, your Twitter, Instagram,
Yeah.
Don't you love it? He goes, Max Christensen the third here,
I tell you, he's got the voice.
Yours truly.
Yes,
Take a
sir.
seat.
Yes, sir.
Love it.
Absolutely.
Love it. So, Ronnie, what do you want to do when you have to grow up and football is no longer in your future?
So I had an inspiration to be a civil engineer. So I'm really good with being hands-on. I really love math and science. And like after 2 years at Virginia, I really got big into real estate. And my brother is very successful right now. So I'm learning some stuff from him as well.
Well, you can be a real estate exec, and then you can be a broadcaster that does his advertising. Done deal. Done deal. Okay, so we've kind of found a tradition here. Let's go back a few years to when you were just starting out in life. Let's see what we got here, Ronnie. Tell us about that, Ronnie. Tell us about that.
Just such a cute little baby.
This is really my favorite picture. This is my phone background because my mom, she a very strong woman, raised 3 boys, and all 3 of us are successful, and down the road we looking to repay our debt.
Soccer player?
Yeah, my first love. Oh,
Really?
if it wasn't football, it was soccer. I feel like I was gonna play for Barcelona or something.
That's awesome.
So that was your dream, huh?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah. So then how did you move from football to football?
My dad just put me into football. The first contact we did Oklahoma, I went against a big boy. He was like 250 at 9 years old. 250 Oklahoma. I just ran at him, just threw my head, just blacked out. I was like, dang, but I love it.
Oklahoma drill, we got to explain. There's one guy tackling one guy with the ball, and you just go hit each other. That's all it is.
That's the way it was, huh?
Old school.
And you're hooked ever since, huh? Okay, so Max, we know what you want to be, but let's go back a few years for you not to be outdone. You're about what, 3-4 years old there?
4 years old, and I still had hair too.
Yeah?
So, yeah.
Is that
Okay.
a glamour? That's a glamour.
Now,
shot.
hold on. Wait for it. Mr. T at Skyview High School. Were you a big fan of Mr. T or what?
Yeah, so that's my 8th grade year, right before going to my freshman year of high school. And my team, we were playing for the Mini Bowl Championship, which is the Little League Championship in all of northern Utah. We were the first Skyview team ever to win it. And me and my buddies going into the game, we said, okay, we all got to cut our hair into mohawks.
Yeah.
So we look a little bit more intimidating.
Now, wait a second. You're an 8th grader in that picture?
Yes, sir. Yeah, that's
my-
me in 8th grade. Yes.
Were you recruiting him then, Coach? Where
Look at
were
that-
you?
Look at that smile, dude. He's still
Yeah.
got that same smile. I love it.
All right, so you grew up in Smithfield, Utah.
Yes.
Skyview High School.
Yep.
Tell us a little bit about your family.
Yeah, so I'm the second oldest of 5 kids. Have an older sister, a younger sister, 2 younger brothers. One of my younger brothers currently playing football at BYU, plays defensive back. So it was really cool to be able to suit up against him and his team last season. Just a great experience for me and my family. And all of us are black. My parents are white. So my parents adopted all of us from 5 different families. We're all from 5 different parts of the United States. And my parents are the best people I've ever met in my life because they were able to open their home up to 5 black kids, and we put us together and we became a family. So.
Yeah.
Cool.
So, Ronnie, talk about where'd you grow up, and tell us a little bit about, you mentioned a little bit, but tell us a little bit more about your family.
Oh, yes, sir. So I grew up in Hopewell, Virginia, just a little outskirts of Richmond. I grew up in my mom's house. It was me, my brother Travion, who is at Ohio State right now, starting running back. He was like 4th in the Heisman runner-up. And the youngest one, Keyshawn Henderson, who had an incredible game Friday night with like 3 touchdowns, and he has like 14 offers. But I'm the middle child, so on my dad's side, I have 2 older sisters with 2 beautiful nieces.
Wow.
That's awesome.
I did not know that.
Tell your brother to come play here.
Yeah. Now, wait a second. Is that against the rule? You can't. Is that recruiting?
No, I can do that. Come on, man.
So you come up from a football family, an athletic family.
Oh, athletic. The reason why we wore 32 is because my grandfather, Airplane, we call him Airplane because he was just phenomenal in track and field. Me and my brother broke his record. Well, I broke his record first. Then Trey broke his record in the 100. He ran like a 10-4, 10-6, something around there. So yeah, my uncle took over 32, and he set the high school rushing record. And I broke it and wore 32. Then Trey broke it, wore 32. And Keyshawn looking forward to breaking it as well.
All right, that's awesome. Now, speaking of numbers, Max, I asked you why you picked your number because last year you had a number, and then the jersey got ripped, and you wore another number. You were 48, and then you went to 46?
So I was 44.
44, went to 46, and now you're 48.
Yes.
Okay, so where's your loyalty to the number? What you explained it to me why you have that number.
Yeah, it's interesting. So, because this is my 5th year playing college football. I've worn 5 different numbers now. So I was 88 my first year at Snow College. Then I was 18. Then I came here and I was 44. Started out with 44 last year. That ripped, jumped to 46, and then this year decided to go to 48 because every single year I played football since I was 9 years old. Every single number I've worn either had a 4 or an 8 in it. My Little League number was 84 for 5 years, and as you saw in that Mohawk picture. So this being my final senior year, I want to switch it, have both a 4 and an 8 in the number, and just be 48.
Makes sense, right, Coach?
For sure.
Yeah.
He rocks it.
Okay, so, hey, at the end of fall camp, you have a tradition here. You take all your team up on Dixie Rock for a hike, kind of a bonding experience and a talent show. Well, gee, can you imagine who we had to take us along for the ride on that hike? Max. So in a thing we call Player's Journal, Max takes us along for the hike on Dixie Rock to wrap up fall camp.
Up to Dixie Rock. Yeah. Coach Carl, I got a question for you. Yeah. Do you like hiking?
I don't.
Me neither.
Me and Gravity are friends.
No, not at all. Not at all. Here with Coach Hunter,
Hiking
defensive
is a
coordinator.
great thing for you in life. You need to do it.
Do you like hiking?
I love it. It's great.
What's your favorite hike to do in Southern Utah?
The best one I've done so far is Canaryville Falls.
Wow.
Freaking awesome.
Okay, well, I'll take your word
Highly
for
enjoyable. You need to enjoy it.
it. Yes, I'll take your word for it because I probably will never do it. Sorry, Switzer. Do you like hiking?
No.
Hey, there you go, baby. Same.
Sam Cannon on gata. No, I hate hiking. I hate it.
Even though we live in Southern Utah, not many of us are hikers here.
I forgot. I forgot about that one.
It's a mass migration, stuck in a little canyon. Let's go, good start. How you doing today?
Ready for the talent show?
Ready for the talent show, baby.
Yeah,
Talent show coming up after this.
Dripped out just for today. For today. Looking good, huh? Yeah. Hey, I'm
jacket,
ready.
the one AirPod.
Hey, getting ready, baby.
Absolutely. Absolutely. It's like a herd of cattle or bison or trailblazers hiking up the rocks. Whoa, 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 whoa. You forgot to put it in sport mode, Topo. Yeah. Sport mode.
So true.
Again, not many of us are hikers. Can it hold me? It's like we're doing okay so far. We're doing okay so far. Here we go. Ah! With the Utah Tech Trailblazers. Doing our best. I'm sweating. There's cracks in the rocks. Ryan, question for you, buddy. Do you like hiking?
No.
I don't enjoy hiking either. Have you hiked around St. George since moving down here?
No, not once.
Oh, hey, me neither.
No.
This is the best I get when it comes to hiking. Jaron, do you like hiking? Let me catch my breath.
No, I don't like hiking.
I don't like hiking either.
No.
Okay. Good to know. Good to know. I'm at Ty High from the 208, just waking up.
What's happening?
From
I'm
Preston,
tired.
Idaho.
I'm
Ty High.
tired, man.
I got one question for you. Do you like hiking?
Huh?
Do you like hiking?
Hiking?
Yes.
Depends on the weather.
Okay. So have you hiked around St. George?
Yeah, I have a little bit. If it's too hot, I'm not going.
Here's the KK. I got one question to ask you, buddy. Do you like hiking?
I do. I've been going out here with my girl. Yeah.
Really? You've been hiking around St. George?
Yeah, I do.
You're one of the... Here's the view. Masters of the Third signing off with Trailblazer Tales, baby.
Oh, I heard the signing off.
Yes,
I heard
it.
it. Signing off.
Signing off.
Max Christensen the third.
Yes. Go Chargers.
Dude. Okay, hold on a second. There's lots of things we need to address on this. First of all, that is the easiest hike in all of America. I don't even think it's a hike. I think it's like a couple steps up. Oh man, and we're lucky that held you.
Yes, thank goodness. Thank goodness.
I like going up there. It's fun. Be able to show the team, the community that we represent. We got a lot of new guys, and I want to show them, our university and everybody here in the valley that we're gonna do our best for them, and I want to make sure our guys know that's who they're representing.
Well, Ronnie, you knew that all the linemen said they hate it, okay? And the skill position, they didn't mind it, right?
Yeah.
He never asked you.
No, I loved it though. Like everything out here is beautiful. I've been to different places out here, like the waterfalls and things. You see a lot of animals, cows and things. Like in my apartment, like when I wake up at 5:30, it's bright outside and I can see the landscape is beautiful. Like you can't beat it.
Yeah. Different terrain though than when you grew up, right? You're lush and green and rolling hills, right?
Yeah, but I'm from the city, so it's very near the water too. So
Okay.
very humid. So
Yeah.
we do have the Rocky Mountains, but that's 3-4 hours away from me.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay, so let's get to Saturday afternoon, 2 o'clock kickoff in Flagstaff, Arizona against NAU, Northern Arizona. They're 0-2 as well, so you both are looking for their win. They played some good competition, too. They lost at Arizona, and then they lost to North Dakota in Fargo last Saturday. So, and they're a top team in the FCS, top 20 team as well. So just looking at their tape, what have you noticed about them? They've got a quarterback, Kai Milner, that kind of goes along the same lines you guys have played the last 2 weeks. Somebody who's really athletic and can throw the ball for over 200 yards and then rush for nearly 100 yards a game.
Yeah, he's a good athlete. I think they've had kind of similar to us a couple little miscues that have hurt him. You can see Kai; he kind of scrambles around a little bit. He's going to make stuff happen with his feet. We got to keep him contained. I think he's a Cal transfer. Smart kid. You can tell the way he throws the ball. They had a couple drop balls. I thought they were pretty critical in this North Dakota game. They scored a couple late. North Dakota put a lot of pressure on them, but they had some miscues. I think they're trying to rebound from, just kind of like us too. They've got a lot of potential on offense.
And Max, you're going to have to be going up against that guy and trying to contain him.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I mean, again, he's a Cal transfer, new to this program, but not new to the guys who are around him, right? He's joining, I think, 4 or 5 of his former high school teammates are playing on offense right now for NAU as well. So they have a lot of chemistry, a lot of synergy there on offense. And so we have to be able to confront that. Again, it's about starting fast on the road against another really good Big Sky opponent. That's what's going to get us the win.
And Ronnie, you're both looking for your first win of the season. You're going and playing inside a dome. It's their home opener. You got to expect their best shot, and this is a good chance for you guys to get well in a hurry.
Oh yes, sir. So our motivation this week was to start fast, establish the run, so the offense can have this reciprocal relationship between the run game and the pass game. You open up the run, you open up the pass as well. And I feel like they do have some mishaps, some defense. They have open space. I don't think they're good at tackling as well, and they run a 3-2. So I think that front is easy to run on.
All right, well, I'm looking forward to your first 100-yard game as a Trailblazer and your first touchdown
Thank you.
as a Trailblazer. So, all right, Saturday afternoon, 2 p.m. kickoff, 1 o'clock is the pregame show, and you can watch it just like you are right here on Trailblazer Sports Vision. So, guys, thanks for coming in, Coach, as usual.
Sweet.
And we'll see you Saturday for our first win of the season. See ya.
All right, guys, gotta go this.